Hi everyone, it's Gillian and welcome back to another Granny Square tutorial on my channel, Hooked and Smitten. Let's get started. To begin round 1, you're going to start by making a magic ring. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this chain 4 is going to count as a double crochet plus a chain 1. You're going to make a double crochet into the ring. You're going to chain 1, and this is going to be the start of the repeat, and make a double crochet into the circle. And you're going to repeat, chain 1, and make a double crochet into the ring. You have 4 double crochets here, and you have the chain space, so you're going to make 4 more double crochets with a chain 1 in between, and at the end you should have a total of 8 double crochets and 8 chain 1 spaces. So continue that way and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, chain 1, and you're going to make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain. 1, 2, and 3. And you should have 8 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8 chain 1 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For round 2, you're going to slip stitch into the chain 1, and you're going to chain 2, and that chain 2 is going to count as a half double crochet stitch. Into the space, you're going to make 2 more half double crochets. 1 and 2, and you're going to skip the double crochet stitch and work into the next chain space, and you're going to make 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to repeat, skip the double crochet and into the chain 1, make 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to repeat that sequence around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch to the 2nd chain, and you're going to fasten off here. And that is the end of round 2. For round 3, you're going to join in one of the half double crochet stitches to the far right. So there are 3 of them. You want to join in the one that's on the right side, so you can choose any one you like. And I'm going to join with a standing double crochet, and you can use a slip stitch and a chain 3. For standing double crochet, put a slip knot on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook once and go in to the stitch, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Wrap your hook and pull through 2 loops, and wrap your hook and pull through 2. You're going to make a double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2, and you're going to be working into round 1 around the double crochet stitch right here. You're going to make a front post treble crochet. To make a front post treble crochet, you're going to wrap your hook twice. That gives you 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to go in between the stitch and around the post of the double crochet stitch like that. You're going to pull up a loop. You have 4 loops here on your hook. You're going to wrap your hook and pull through 2 loops, wrap your hook and pull through 2, and wrap your hook and pull through 2. And you're going to continue by making 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and this will be the start of the repeat for round 3. 1, 2, and 3, and working into round 1, make a front post treble crochet, wrapping your hook twice, 1, 2, and 3, and repeat double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3, and front post double crochet into round 1. Front post treble crochet. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to repeat this sequence around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, and you're going to fasten off that color, and that is the end of round 3. For round 4, I'm going to join in the middle of the 3 double crochets with a standing single crochet. You can also use a slip stitch, chain 1, and then make a single crochet into the same stitch. For standing single crochet, put a slip knot on your hook. You're going to go into the stitch, the middle stitch, 1, 2, 3, the second one, pull up a loop. You have 2 loops on your hook, and you're going to wrap your hook and pull through both loops for your standing single crochet. Around the post stitch, you're skipping the next stitch and working the post stitch. You're going to make a front post treble crochet, wrapping your hook twice. 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to chain 2 and make another front post treble crochet around that same stitch, wrapping your hook twice. 1, 2, 3. You're going to skip 1 stitch and make a single crochet into the next. You're going to skip 1 stitch and you're going to work the post stitch and make a front post treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, and make another front post treble around that same stitch. And you're going to repeat, skip 1 and make a single crochet into the next, skip 1 and make a front post treble crochet around the post stitch. Chain 2 and make another front post treble crochet around the same stitch. And you're going to repeat this sequence around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to skip 1 and make a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. And that is the end of round 4. For round 5, chain 1 and make a single crochet into the same space where you made your slip stitch. And you're going to be working into the chain 2 space, so you're going to skip the post stitch and into the chain 2 space, make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into the next stitch, you're going to skip the post stitch and work the single crochet stitch, and you're going to make a single crochet. Skip the post stitch and work the chain 2, make 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you're going to repeat, skip the post stitch and make a single crochet into the single crochet, skip the post stitch and make 5 double crochets into the next chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You're going to repeat this sequence around, and I will meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to slip stitch into the single crochet stitch. So this is the where you join and the chain 1, and here is the single crochet stitch. You're going to slip stitch there, and you're going to fasten off. And that is the end of the round. For round 6, you're going to join in the middle of the 5 double crochets. So you're going to skip the first 2 stitches, 1, 2, and you're going to join in the 3rd stitch. I'm going to join with a standing single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to be working into round 4 around these 2 post stitches. You're going to make a front post double crochet. So you're going to wrap your hook once, and you're going to grab that post stitch and the next post stitch like that, so they're both on the hook. You're going to pull up a loop, you're going to pull through like that, and you're going to complete your double crochet stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and make a single crochet in the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to work into round 4 again around the 2 post stitches. So wrap your hook, and you're going to grab that post stitch and the next one, pull up a loop, pull through both of the post stitches, and make a double crochet. And you're going to repeat. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and make a single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to make another front post double crochet into round 4. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, and make a single crochet into the next stitch. Repeat that sequence around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and make a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch, and fasten off here. For round 7, you want to join in any of the chain 3 spaces that's between the post stitches. So you can join here or here. You have to be between the post stitches and the chain 3 on the far right, like this one right here. I'm going to join with a standing single crochet. Into that same space, you're going to make 2 more single crochets, 1 and 2. You're going to skip the next stitch, the next single crochet stitch, and work into the next chain 3, and you're going to make a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. You're now going to work the post stitch, and around the post stitch you're going to make a front post treble crochet. You're going to wrap your hook twice for your treble crochet, 2 and 3, and chain 1, and make another front post treble crochet around that stitch. And this is going to be your corner for the square, your first corner. Into the next chain 3, you're going to make a double crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. You're going to skip the single crochet stitch, and into the next chain 3, make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to make a front post double crochet around the post stitch, and in the next chain 3, make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to skip the single crochet stitch, and into the chain 3, make a single crochet, a half double crochet, and a double crochet. And you're going to make your second corner. You're going to work the post stitch. You're going to make a treble crochet, front post treble crochet around the post stitch, chain 1, and make another front post treble crochet around the same stitch. In the chain 3, make a double crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet. Skipping the single crochet stitch, and into the chain 3, make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Make a front post double crochet around the post stitch, three single crochets into the next chain 3, and 3. Skip the single crochet, and into the next chain 3, make a single crochet. First you make a single crochet, then a half double crochet, and a double crochet. You're going to repeat this sequence all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to make a front post double crochet around that post stitch, and you're going to join to the first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch, and you're going to fasten off this round. For round 8, I'm going to join in the double crochet stitch right after the corner where you made the treble crochet stitch, so into the double crochet stitch. I'm going to join with a standing double crochet. You're now going to make 1 double crochet into the next 13 stitches until you get to the chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 13. Into the chain 1, make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and you're going to chain 2 and make 2 more double crochets into that space. 1 and 2. So after you made the corner, you're going to skip the next stitch, which is your front post treble crochet stitch, and make 1 double crochet into the next 14 stitches until you get to the next chain 1 space. So skip the treble crochet stitch, and starting with the double crochet stitch, make a double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 14. Into the chain 1, make 2 double crochets, chain 2, and make 2 more double crochets into the chain 1. Before the corner, you're going to be working the treble crochet stitch, and after the corner, you're going to skip the treble crochet stitch. So continue with this sequence around, and I'll meet you at the end. At the end of the round, you're going to skip that last treble crochet stitch before you join, and this is my last round, so I'm going to fasten off here. I'm going to join to the first double crochet stitch, not the standing one, and then over to the back loop of the last double crochet stitch, and then over to the top of the standing stitch or your chain 3, and that is the end of the tutorial. Show you what the back of the pattern looks like. And you just have to weave in your ends. So thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and then I will see you in the next video.